Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2018 BMW 340i sedan. Before we get into this build, though, really quick, if you like this video, you find it helpful, you find it entertaining, informative, whatever, please like, share, subscribe to the channel because I'd really appreciate it. Okay? Thank you. All right, so really fast, the reason why I'm doing this video, I was going to say the reason why I'm doing this because I love BMWs, which I do. My very first video on this channel was a 2018 BMW M550i. I'll put a link in the description below. But the reason why I'm doing this video for this car specifically is because my last video I did a 2018 Cadillac ATS Premium Performance with the 3.6 liter V6 that puts out 335 horsepower. Well, the 3 Series is a direct competitor to that Cadillac, and it just makes sense to do this 3 Series, and it makes sense to do the 340i because the 340i puts out the most horsepower, and so I think it's the most direct competitor to that particular ATS that I built. So that's why we're doing this particular build for this BMW. All right, for 2018, BMW didn't really do any. They didn't really make any changes to the 3 Series. They just kind of changed some feature availability and some optional packages. These cars are great. I really, really love BMWs. I really do. I think they're great cars. And in all honesty, I think that for your money, I mean, unless you just want the top tier performance, period, you know, the 330i does pack a good punch from its turbo 4-cylinder. It's putting out 248 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. I mean, that's just off idle, really. I mean, that's what makes them so potent. I mean, they just get up and go right off idle. All that torque's just ready, and it's flat. That torque curve is flat all the way to 4,800 RPM. So that's really, really great. So the 330i is cool if you're not super big on power, but if you want to be the top sporty guy, sporty lady, whatever, you want the sport model with the most power like I usually like, then you're going to want to go for the 340i, which is what we're going to get into. The 340i makes 320 horsepower, makes 330 pound-feet of torque. They don't show at what RPM it makes that torque, but I can guarantee you that it too will be low. And we are not going to do it in X-Drive. We will not do it in X-Drive because the Cadillac was not available. You couldn't get the 3.6 Premium Performance with an all-wheel drive. So I did just rear-wheel drive, and so we're just going to do rear-wheel drive for this car as well. Okay? Let's see. Let's jump into it. We can see the 0 to 60, and then it just goes on to talk a little bit more about the engine and, you know, its precision injection and double Vanos and so on and so forth. So let's get into the build. We've done our 3-minute or so introduction. So the car starts off at $34,009. That's obviously not going to be for the 340. All right, that's for the 320. Right, the 340 starts off at almost 50 grand. Here's the thing, and this is what I've been saying since I started my channel. I say this a lot. I haven't said it lately, but I've said it plenty of times. The Cadillac all in was, I think, just a little bit more. It was either right around this or just a little bit more than this price. I haven't even started building this car out yet, and it's already $50,000. I haven't even done anything. The car has no options on it. I love European cars, but this is what you sign up for when you buy one. You're going to pay a lot of money to just get the base model, and that's why you see a lot of them running around town. They might look good on the outside, but they're not well equipped, a lot of them, because, well, look at the price. So let's jump into it. 340i, it's the performance model. Let's get into it. Build. Do we want the M Sport? Heck yeah. But what's the difference between the M Sport, luxury design, and sport design? Max aerodynamic kit, M steering wheel, shadow line. So this one's probably more hardcore. Show the world what your 3 Series can do. Black high gloss design elements on the bump. Yeah. Okay. So it's just some light stuff. This is the more of the real deal. All right. What's this? Shadow Sport Edition design. Okay. Go rogue, huh? Bicolor jet black double spoke wheels, high gloss black kidney frame, black inserts in the LED headlights, and air dams. That's like down here. Um, Darker taillights and black chrome tailpipes. Your 3 Series will be easy to spot and hard to miss. Well, that's just I don't know. I'd rather have the true M Sport package. So we're gonna go with that. Continue our build with that. Okay. Continue the build without adding a tier. All right, but if we want to add a tier, so BMW's kind of changed up how they're doing it, but that's okay. We can roll with this. So what's the premium tier? That gives us remote services, a heads-up display, which I love, navigation system, advanced real-time traffic information, and heated front seats. Okay. Uh, Executive tier for a few grand more gives us all of that plus side and top view cameras. It's the stuff that you want, right? It's the stuff that you've always wanted in a BMW. If you're familiar with BMW products, this is the stuff that you've always wanted, right? They used to call this the executive package back in the day and used to get a whole bunch more. And I'm talking about in 2011 or 2012, you got a whole bunch with the executive package. But we're going to take this tier. We're going to come in just under 55,000. And now we can jump into the colors. I really do like the Alpine White. I had a beautiful 540i custom that was Alpine White. Should have never sold that car. But so I am partial to this color. But let's take a look at some of the other ones. Black, it's cool. I don't think it looks that hot on this particular car. What about the red? The red might be fun. I've been really kind of partial to red cars lately. So, What about the blue? Oh, this is the Estero Blue Metallic. I think this might be their racing color. That's kind of fun, but you know what? Forget it. Let's take a look at this Sunset Orange real quick. No. I think we're going to go with the red. They don't even offer it individual colors, which is just upscale paint colors that they just charge you a few dollars more for, or usually double for. So we're going to do the red, the Melbourne Red Metallic. That's going to cost us $550. Okay, fine. We're sitting at 56,100, so you can see the total adding up as we move along. Okay, let's move over to wheels. One of my favorite things on a car, and I'm not going to skimp on wheels. These are the 19-inch star spoke wheels, style 403M with performance run flat tires. Let's see what those look like. Those are different. I think I like them. I like them. You know why? Because you always see these wheels running around. And yeah. And this is really kind of just the same style as that, just a different coloring, seems like. So let's be different. Let's go with the 19-inch wheels for $900. What is that? Okay, boom. Let's go to upholstery. All right. I'm not really digging that blue. I don't know if we can get rid of it or not, but we've got the red car. And what kind of black Dakota leather with dark oyster highlight, which is what we have, right? Yeah, that's what we have. Well, that looks a little different. I didn't see this oyster highlight before. Maybe that was something else. Okay, maybe that was the Sensatec or whatever it comes with standard. Sensatec is the non-leather. It's like the leatherette, right? Mercedes-Benz calls theirs MB Text. Everybody's got a different name, but, you know. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. I don't want to do a red on red. I think that would be too much. Maybe, don't you? I do, sort of, kind of. I think it would be too much. Let's stick with the black interior. You can't go wrong with that. The black leather with the dark oyster highlight. We can see that piping running right down here. You could even see it in the stitching, too. All right, so where are we sitting? 57,000 even. Let's go on to trim. All right, now we can get rid of this blue because it is really not attractive. I normally like the burl. Let's see what the burl looks like. How about the fine line? Probably not this. I normally don't go for stuff like this, but let's try the ash gray. I don't know, maybe that doesn't look. Let's go. I like burl walnut. It's like the original old school color, so let's stick with that. Okay, let's move on to packages. That didn't cost us any money, by the way. That trim was a no cost option. Seems like the only thing to get is what? The driver assistance package. What does it give us? Speed limit info, active driver assist. Yeah, for 500 bones, let's get it. Why not? So it looks like we're going to be able to come in under $60,000 on this car, which is still $10,000 above what we paid on the Cadillac, but nonetheless. Heated steering wheel. I used to not be a fan, and I probably wouldn't use it a lot, but I had a rental car that I used once, and it used to have an automatic heated steering wheel, and that steering wheel sure did feel nice. So yeah, let's get that. The rear manual side window shades for $575. Yep. The hotspot. Yep. The heated rear seats. Yep. I care about the people in the back. Apple CarPlay. Yep. Manual transmission. Negative. Negative. Active blind spot detection. What does that do? Okay, to check with this feature, a warning triangle. Yeah. We want that. Bam. Active cruise control. I never even use cruise control, so no, we're good. Accessories. I never mess with this stuff. That's, the ultimate car. What you're going to pay and your service and all that kind of stuff. So we never mess with that on the channel. So let's move on to summary. We're all in. $59,000. So $60,000. So about $10,000 more than a very well-equipped Cadillac, I might add. And the Cadillac still puts down more power, not more torque, because this is probably a turbocharged car. Surely it is. And turbocharged cars always put down more torque, usually. So this car is going to be really quick. 4.8, 32 miles to the gallon. Really? That's got to be mix or highway. 4.80 to 60, beautiful. We got it in the Melbourne red. We popped for those 19-inch wheels. We stuck with the black leather because I thought the red on red was just going to be too much. I went with the burl because, well, frankly, the rest of them were ugly. So there we are. The base MSRP was basically the end price for the Cadillac. No cost option for the M Sport. You can see we popped for both packages here. We got the executive tier. Here's how much that Melbourne paint cost. Here's how much the wheels cost. They didn't charge us for the upholstery, the leather. And here's all our individual charges for the packages and options that we wanted. And when you bring that all in with the destination handling, at least where I am in the U.S., that puts you just under $61,000 out the door. That's not including tax, title, and license, but you know how that goes. $60,000, about $10,000 to $12,000 more than the Cadillac, but nonetheless, a wonderful, wonderful car. I'm going to hit this print button, and I'm going to save this build. So if you like this build, I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can download the PDF and you can have this. So if you really wanted it, you could take that PDF, you could take it, print it out, take it to the dealer and say, give me this one, and they would, well, order it up for you. Okay, so thank you for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like and share and subscribe. Thanks a lot.